The US and China basically agreed after the meeting in Zurich a couple of months ago to try and stabilize the relationship. That China has a big a political year ahead of it, the Beijing Winter Olympics, the Party Congress at the end of next year. And they wanted to cool things down a little bit. So I think we've seen a sort of stabilization in some respects of the relationship. But the fact that the US continues to take these measures, the entities list, the meetings with Taiwanese representatives, just tells you that this is just a sort of pause in superpower competition. It's still continuing by all sorts of other means.
So all this talk at the virtual summit, Richard, from the US side about guardrails being imposed, was that all just talk? And economically, are we now on the brink of another trade war?
I think that the guardrails they were talking about may be still negotiated, maybe successfully, maybe not. But I think when they talk about guardrails, they're sort of talking about limits in what each side will do. And that may be the sorts of talks that the US used to have many decades ago with the Soviet Union about how to handle potential incidents in the South China Sea or off Taiwan if their respective navies or boats had collisions and the like. It may limit the sorts of extra trade measures that the US takes for the moment, maybe all sorts of things. But the big message is that the two sides are still in an earnest competition, contest, and that's not going to stop anytime soon.
Richard, call me a cynic, but wasn't this virtual summit all academic when you consider what is really going on in China is that she is clearly consolidating power, and does that imply a more robust, muscular, one China foreign policy and economic assertiveness moving forward?
Absolutely. I don't think China is being any less assertive. In some respects, we've seen a toning down of the wolf warrior diplomacy in recent months, but the basic policy of China has not changed. It's just all about timing and tactics. So on Taiwan, for example, we get a lot of heated speculation about a Chinese invasion. That's not about to happen, but China is going to keep up the pressure on Taiwan through multiple measures. China is not taking a step back in the South China Sea. It has a vastly greater navy these days. It's going to use that in the South China Sea. And we've seen various incidents involving Indonesia and the Philippines lately. So I think the virtual summit was really about re-establishing top-level contact, should it be needed, and also using that top-level contact to at least assure officials below them can talk rather than just exchanging insults.